Hello again, this is part 2 on how to make fondant angel. So in part 1 we made the wings, part 2 we're just going to make the head and the face. So just break off a piece of that fondant you want to use for the face or for the head, and you can use whatever shade you want. So you can use a tool, well I use an icing tip, in creating the smile and the eyes. The angel that I've made have their eyes closed like they're praying. So we're just going to make an indentation for the mouth, like they're smiling, and make two smaller ones for their closed eyes. So what I'm using, no, it's not looking so good, but what I'm using is just a tool. Again, you can use whatever tool you have that's just going to give you the same result. Okay, now I'm going to show you the other ones that I've made earlier, and to give the angel some nice blush on their cheeks, I also use edible dusts to create that. So just to show you, just very, very pale pink blush on the face, and then you'll have to let it sit here for a while. There you go. Now we're gonna make the body of the angel. So try to make a circle, and then you're gonna make a cone shape. You can see that? You're gonna make a cone shape, and then it would depend on you if you would want the angel to have like a flowy gown. So you would have some cloth flowing on the edge of the angel's gown, or if you would just want the gown to just sit there. So make that cone and shape it into what you would want your gown to look like. Now to help us make some space for the angel's feet, I use a tool just to create space inside, and then you could just use your fingers to widen up the edge of that gown. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you get the general idea. Okay, so there's space down there for the feet. And then we're just going to put some legs, not legs, but just angel feet. So just pinch off two very small pieces from the same material that you used for the angel's head. There you go. So now it's looking a little bit closer to what we would want it to be. Then to anchor the angel head to the body, I just use a toothpick to do that. So make a small indentation there so that you know where it's going. And then I advise you not to just poke this thing in there, because the stick might just poke out of the head. You wouldn't want that. So I'm going to make a guide for this stick to go into. So there you go. Okay, for part 3 we're going to put the arms, the hands, and the wings. So watch out for that. So we're going to use gum paste, and we're just going to estimate how much we're going to need for her arms. So make them into two balls, and then shape it into like a very long cone, as you would imagine the arm would be. So shape it into a long cone, and then with a tool or whatever you would have there that could do the same thing, just pinch or make a hole on the end and just give it enough space for the hand just to go into. Hope you can see that. So make 2 of these. So for those who haven't tried gum paste before, this is one of the big differences that I discovered. Well, it's a lot easier to form. It's firmer, and it will also dry faster. And you could roll it out real thin compared to just fondant. So we're going to give it a little test. It's going to look okay. Okay. We're going to need 2 small balls for the hand. And then I want you guys to shape it into a fat teardrop. Okay, that's this. So to make the hand, just imagine one is left, one is right. Okay, right now it doesn't look much like a hand, right? But you could use any tool you have to kind of soften the edges a bit. So that it's not going to look like a zombie's hand. Anyway, just soften the edge. I know this doesn't look really good, but I'm kind of pressed for time right now, so there you go. You guys can do a better job, and then kind of shape it, because the one that I made is praying, so I'm gonna shape it like that, and it's gonna stick into the sleeve. Okay, we can glue that in. I'm so hoping we could. I'm not making you guys sleep right now. Don't worry if it doesn't stay in that shape right away. If you're making something like this, I found out that it does need time to stay in that position. So sometimes I would use like cling wrap and just have it dry. Okay, I think this video is kind of getting a bit long. I do ask for all your patience, and I think I gotta cut that again, and then we'll finish the fondant angel.